Good evening. I'm here with Reverend READON. Now, the buzz of the town is what's going on right now here in Miami. It's something that's, people tried to do similar things like this before, but they talked about it and, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But we're sitting right here next to a gentleman who has made it happen. Now, as to what I'm talking about, if you are watching social media and the local news, this gentleman here has brought one of the heavyweights in the secular community to try to see what we can do about this violence thing. You know, when I say this violent thing, I'm not trying to take it lightly, because come on now, kids are killing kids out there, and no one has all the solutions, but we're working on it. So let me turn the mic over to this gentleman here who's just doing such a wonderful thing in our community.
Man, thank you. I really appreciate you bringing me on and giving such high regards to us. The reason why we've launched this initiative because kids are killing kids. There's too many stray bullets. Bullets have no eyes, and so what we've decided to do was to bring in the Fat Joes, bring in the Birdmans, and to bring in the national rap artists, because rap music has had for many years a great influence over our children, and so now we brought them in to kind of try to undo some of what's been done, possibly through some rap music.
I'm sure you're probably taking a lot of heat from the Christian community, because you are a pastor.
Yes.
You are a presiding pastor. What's your church?
New Beginning Missionary Baptist Church in Miami Gardens, Florida.
Where exactly is that located?
2125 Northwest 155 Street.
I mean, what have you heard from the naysayers so far? We don't want to keep negative, but we need to educate. Education is the key to what we're doing here right now.
Well, the thing about it is that anything you do, especially when it's productive and when God has his hands on it, you're always going to get naysayers. Even Jesus had naysayers. But at the end of the day, like you said, we're not going to focus on the naysayers. We're going to focus on the ones that's standing with us. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what nobody says. It's about how we can get control of our children and over these great horrific crimes and murders that are being experienced in our communities.
I understand we have some footage from just last week of one of these rallies you put together. Can you introduce this clip so I could show the audience what's going on?
Yeah, on this clip, we had Birdman himself from Cash Money Records, CEO. He was there live in color, and he was real with the children. He was real with the people. Very, very self-explanatory, so people could understand that bullets have no eyes. And his music may talk about guns, but personally, he does not promote them.
Okay, well, just take a look at the screen right here, and you'll see the great work this gentleman right here is doing in our local community.
How many of you want to be CEOs out here? How many of you want to be CEOs out here? Okay. All right. So listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to open up the floor for Birdman now. He's going to talk to us. Y'all get down tonight. And also, he brought his daughter with him. Y'all, come on, give it up for her. Listen, we're going to open up the floor. Question that you asked them that we pertaining to sensible question about the violence and all that stuff, and you have to be related to why we're here. We're not here to do no interviews. We're here to just try to sharpen each other and to keep kids on the right track. Okay, y'all? Amen. All right. Come on, put your hands up for Birdman. Come on, y'all.
How y'all doing today, man? First of all, thank y'all for having me. I've been living in Miami now for almost 15 years. I'm from New Orleans, but the way y'all have embraced me and my family and my team, I promise y'all I won't never leave Miami, and I'm going to be out here for a while. Thank y'all very much. So I came out here to talk to y'all, so whatever you feel like asking me, I'm with it. What's your favorite song? My favorite song I ever did, or just what I listened to? Your favorite song? Probably have to be Still Fly. A song I did with me and Manny Fresh was when I was in a group called Big Timers. Probably was before your time, but it's called Still Fly. One of the biggest records I've had so far in my life that I done put out. Yeah. What you say, little man? That's a lot of hard work, you know. The Bugatti's cost $2 million a piece, so we worked real hard for a long time to be able to accomplish that. So it's not unaccomplishable. You just gotta go for it. That's what
Okay, I'm gonna try to put us back on track, backing up the casket of why we're here. Granted, it's understandable talking about the Bugattis. That's not why we're here. We are here to find out your perspective and your emotions, since you have been in Miami for 15 years. What is your take on all of the violence and the idea that we're losing our children every day? Like literally right now, as we're crowded around in this room and keeping it real, we're here to see you. But trust me, somebody's police department just went to a street corner because somebody's child's been shot. Every story is not going to make the news like Amadou Diallo, like Oscar Grant, like Trayvon Martin. What's your perspective?
I grew up in a boys' home. I lived 4 years of my life in a boys' home with no family, no parents. So I understand the mindset of being confused. Just a young man, I grew up as a young man with no knowledge of what's happening outside. I thought growing up in this project, this is the way we're supposed to live. Run from the police, shoot guns, be disrespectful. I thought this was the way of life until I was taught different. And then in different cities you have aftercare programs. I think we don't have in Miami. Even when I go back home to New Orleans, we need to start more aftercare programs so the kids after school can have something to do. I have a prime example with this young boy I just signed named Jay Soul. He's from Toronto. No parents, nowhere to live. He really lived in these aftercare programs and took music, because it teaches music, computer, it teaches a lot of things we need to deal with society, and that's how I learned about him, and I totally changed his life. So I really understand just being a young man, because I was that young man really just lost without no knowledge of, you know, jailhouse changed my life. When I went to jail, I learned about God, and that would change my life. Besides that, if I didn't go to jail, I probably would be dead or doing a lot of sensitive shit that I honestly thought was right. Because nobody told me that what we was doing was wrong. I thought selling drugs, running from the police, shooting, I thought all this was the way of life until I was taught the right way, and what taught me was being incarcerated. Hopefully these young men don't have to be incarcerated, but I just think out here we need more aftercare programs. We need to get with the politicians and the people who can make all this possible and have that available, because a lot of kids after school don't have nothing to do, nowhere to go, so we got to give them something that interests them. Sports ain't for everybody. And sports is a big thing in Miami. But some people might not want to do sports. So I just think, look, if we open up and come together and do a lot of aftercare programs, maybe we could save one. We might can't save everybody, but if we could save some, I think it'd be great. I didn't have no biological, so I lived in a boys' home in New Orleans, which was called Melody Boys' Home, for like 4 or 5 years. So just me growing up that way, really I'm passionate about this. I don't do this for publicity. That's not what I do this for. I do this because I was raised like this. I was really one of the kids that was unfortunate and lost because I didn't have nobody. So for me, I would really like to come out here because I'm living out here. And we get with the people who can make this possible, and we start aftercare programs with computers, music, any way that to make the young man a better man, where he can go into this world and survive.
Retaliation never solves the problem. None of us can get our children answering back.
Pastor Reddon, can you have a few words with the people, man? Just share with the people, man, about what's going on. What can we do to be a change in the community and give somebody some strength and some hope, man? We appreciate what you guys doing. Thank you so much, Birdman, for coming out.
We're just gonna continue to do what we're doing, share with the kids, be kind, teach them good values, and just keep it moving. And we have got all the glory for everything, and we're grateful that Birdman took time out of his schedule to be with us today to share with these children of our community to give them hope.
Amen. Thank you.
I want to thank this man for even allowing me to come out and embracing the town, the city, the young world. Just feeling comfortable enough to invite me to his church. And like I told him, I'll be here this Sunday, and I respect this because I come up in this culture. I come from the projects. I come from this life. I was in a boys' home like 4 or 5 years of my life. So, I respect what he's doing, and just by him trying to help, he don't have to help. He want to help. So that's two different situations. So I just respect him for doing that.
And man, and I respect you, man, because you didn't have to come out here and take the time out of your schedule, man. And I had a question. I had an important question because myself, I've been out here in the streets. Actually, I ran the streets of Miami Gardens, open locker right around the corner from here. I sold drugs in the Triangle. I gang bang. I grew up in Compton, California. So I know the lifestyle. And when I was looking at your Instagram, man, I noticed, man, you got 2 million followers, and you got power in your tongue. You know what I'm saying? You could be the difference, man. You could be that click, that light bulb click on. Because we trying to get to the hitters, man. We trying to get to the shooters. That's what we really want to go after. These little kids out here, man, they stand a chance to make it. But we trying to go after the ones that are already out here, man, trapping and snapping. You know what the lifestyle is like, man. And those are the ones that we trying to reach, man. And we just trying to get a solution to how we can reach those. How can we penetrate the gangs? How can we penetrate the drug clientele and whatnot, and go in there and let's see how we can conflict resolution. Because at the end of the day, Birdman, you know what it's about? It's about respect.
I followed Minister Farrakhan, bro. So I listened to him really today, and he was like, we got to wake everybody up. We got to educate you to what's going on.
Wake them up?
I mean, just by education. I think even in my life and my time, I was a lost soul. So you have so many lost souls, and we just got to educate them to, what's going on in society, my nigga. I think that's a big key, and it starts with parents, with their kids, and it's way bigger than us, but we just got to just keep working hard and don't give up. Never not give up. We just got to keep fighting.
And back to you, Pastor Reddon, you my kind of preacher because you're not scared to step outside the box. You're not scared to be controversial. You're not scared to be radical. And I appreciate soldiers like you that are out here, man. And I just wanted to ask you a question, man. What made you decide to collaborate with an artist like Birdman or Fat Joe? What led your spirit to go in that direction?
I'm from the streets, as everybody know. I done did everything out here. I done, made money at the age of 16 years old running these streets back and forth, Carolina. So, I done been in jail, I done been indicted, been beat charges out on bond. So, I deal with people that can relate, that's and right. Birdman can relate. So that's what it is. It's 100. So we just thank God for this, and that's what it is. We're gonna keep punching, doing what we got to do.
Hey, man, I appreciate the interview, man. Urban Missionary TV, man. We signing out, man. Thank you for your time, Birdman.